Hey there, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you all. We're going to jump into more Pathologic 3 tonight. And the plan is that we're going to see if we can keep pushing forward. Give me a moment. I'm trying to make sure that my OBS is capturing the game. Because right now it's not. It'll probably take it a minute to realize the game exists. But well, do I take it to just chatting while we wait at least? Take us here, and then let's look at that. So planned for tonight. Oh, there we go. Now it's ready. Okay, so we got started with day 10. Day 10 does not have a whole lot, which is actually potentially promising. The big thing that happened on day 10, though, is that Ava died. So we need to make sure that doesn't happen. Uh-oh. To defeat your enemies, look them in the face, right? And she listened. This is what Simon told Ava, and she listened. She not doubt a single word. Just take the step, the one step to transfer to was who has it. She set an example. So she climbed high. Now the polyhedron she thought inappropriate because polyhedron was not created for her. She climbed high in the cathedral, which stood forgotten, and stepped into the embrace of the wind. Interesting. Huh.
I'd rather not hear this.
Some part of that is actually not that surprising. There was definitely a sense of that Ava was kind of aware about, and there was a conversation I think you have, I don't remember on which day, but like about amalgam and stuff like that. Even it's like she's aware of that. I just want to go around real quick and see if I can find some mirrors to break. Hopefully there's one around here. There was on a different day. Might not be today, though. Look for anything with a white outline. There's a box of stuff over there. Oh, you know, I didn't think, but maybe Bad Grief's hideout could have something as well.
Forgot that there's so much of the world.
Nope, no mirrors in here. Oh, around this hideout. Ruben's old hideout. Drats. I'd really like to get something. I'm not too worried about health. I've got plenty of trade materials. Grab that, grab that. Put that there, and that way I can just heal immediately. No mirrors. Annoying. Do we go to... I want to go to the train station. Let's go to the train station. I have a feeling there won't be anything here. But there's literally no way for me to know without actually looking. I feel like if there was, it would be on the train platform. Bunch of people. This gotta be related to... Okie doke. It's rather annoying. Maybe, I mean, I've already searched here. I've already searched around, I think, Vlad's house. Red. I don't want to be losing amalgam. Oh, there's a... This'll work.
Could use some quiet.
You can take this hit, so to speak, in terms of time. Can't go in there. Not really expecting me to be able to go into any houses, but again, would be nice because there's a good chance a house would have a mirror.
Every creak, like a gunshot.
Oh, I thought that was... Could try going to the Cape. Mirror.
This is it.
And no, I don't need that much either. I just need one more mirror, really. Box. Cool. I need, however, to increase my mania. Let's go here. Let's go to gut first. We got this.
Boiling, cracking, screeching.
We
Living.
got this. This.
Vibrant. Everything's so vibrant.
Here. All right, that's good enough. Move that. Let's go to Stillwater. Interesting. So, and also, is there anything about Living Branch, anything about Ava? I don't think there is. All right. Anyway, no matter. We go and then try to the clock. Interesting. So I'm always curious if that's a like bug in the game, because I know that you can have that same interaction with Victor where like you can kind of re-talk with him again. Same with the caretaker on I think day 8. We got this. I think that's the only thing.
As if things are animated.
Heard these words from her. Then I'll relive day 10. Wonder why that icon's still there about the bowl. What? That's weird. There's nothing more, so I just need calomels at this point. Split. Let's go here. Let's also trade in this area.
Never alone. Things everywhere.
Lots of stuff there. Okay. I think I need to go back in this direction in order to get into here, though. Let's grab this.
The town dribbles.
That. And split. Get that. We got a decent number of calomels for right now. Go to the theater district. We go back to the hospital. Oh, so he actually had something.
Gimski is a decent man. I mean, the younger, of course.
Okay. Why is it so unbeatable? What's the trick? It warns itself. It talks to itself. Two patients with the plague. We try to treat one, and we didn't treat the other. Then they meet here in the hospital, for instance. They breathe in each other. They cough. The two plagues meet each other. One strain already knows how we're trying to kill it, and it warns the other strain not to fall for our tricks. I mean, we know that the plague is literally alive. So if you're, but there's made me check the journals. That was okay. Seems to be fine. Just a little flash there. All right. Ooh, extra strength calomels. Not much point in using those right now. Let's go in here. Because Block said that he wanted to talk to me today.
I will kill you, Death.
Alright, well, we'll go through that for right now. Open this. What? Lara. You still have math, somewhere insane the veranda in the evenings. One to teach. Mother call them, answer the call. Captain artillery battery. So Block was one who had shot from subordination. Okay, go back a day earlier again. Oh.
That which is torn must be tied, and that conjoined split apart.
Lost in the shot. Lars taken in. A Gumgi. Huh? Innocent person. Something so feels good, nothing else.
You might be.
Okay. Actually, can I just... Because there's a clock in here, isn't there? Can I use the clock? No, I cannot. I guess that would be too easy. Loot. Nope, no loot in here. Okay, nearest exit's just going to be straight right. So yeah, let's just go there. Let's go back a day and talk to Lara. And then go back and then go forward a day and talk to Lara again. Or we'll see if we can, I guess, undo. Because we need block alive. So the interesting thing is that I have to undo Lara. I have to undo Block's death because I undid Lara's death. I completely forgot about the letters too. Look from Harvest Specs. Blood, don't call me anywhere today. I'm investigating here and there. Know about the escape. I mean, yeah. Oh, and this is the... from the Canes. So this would have told me the stuff that I already knew. I need to let's get an extra set of all these. I don't think I can use the ox bottle though. Oh, I guess I can. Split that and that. And then we'll go ahead and load them into the prototype. And that should give me enough room in my inventory for tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. It's technically the rest of the day. Okay, back to day 9. I hope that I can find on day 9 some more mirrors. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta go get the stuff, 'cause I forgot.
You're too high strung.
this, go here. Whoop. Mirror over there. And there's Lara.
Who will take on the responsibility for us?
So we'll see if... Oh, I can just exit there, although I need to break some mirrors.
Optics and vision. Their answer is in mirrors.
Wow. You have nothing of use. Okay, let's just go. But where's the thing about... Huh. I don't see anything about, Lara killing Block.
Stop staring at me. Push over.
Is Block dead? No, I messed up. At least I feel like it. No, wait. Didn't prepare. Aaron. Fireworks. That was already there. What am I missing? Did it actually not do anything? Does Lara still go right ahead and kill? Is that what causes the riot? Is Block's death? I'm gonna go that way. Just make it a little bit easier to navigate to the town hall. Here to here? It's presumably... Oh, that's interesting.
Shatnaka taken. The golem of steppe legends. Myth. Fiction.
He is still dead. Stay awake all night, weighing everything, signing I thought I could forgive block. Okie doke.
Can you feel it? The ground trembles.
Interesting that this time around, because Burak last time is like, she couldn't have done it. She's an innocent person. And this time it's like, nope, she did it. And of course, one of the underlying problems is going to be that I'm going back and forth, which is using up amalgam. Oh, that's not very nice. Oh, I can't see the past from here this time around. Just really hoping there'd be another mirror here.
As if things are animated.
Box. Go over here. See. Did we see any mirrors along here? I'm not sure we did.
The town dribbles.
There might have been one next to Yulia's house.
I'd rather not hear this.
I wonder, could I go to the cathedral and break all those mirrors?
The broken ones don't lie.
Like, is that a treasure trove of amalgam? It's plausible, but also I feel like it would be one of those things where it's like, no, you don't want to do that. Boop. Run around here. Any mirrors? No mirror. Oh, there's a mirror. Why is that mirror not working? I mean, that's a mirror. The fact that I've not even seen an interaction prompt is especially annoying. Huh. Is the door back here still unlocked?
I could use some quiet.
Up. Just use that. Come on. There we go. Let's go to the crude sprawl. Let's see if there's something there.
Forgot that there's so much of the world.
And the answer seems to be no. Nothing at the crude sprawl. Should be a mirror in the warehouses. How about the factory? Probably not. There wasn't last time. But I still need to check. Nope.
You're too high-strung.
Because what if? What if this one time there is...
Boiling, cracking, screeching. Living.
And this one time there was not. So we go to the warehouses. There should be one by the Soul and a Half's Den. Because there was, I'm pretty sure, last time we went there. Right? Yeah. Okay, I was going to get mad if this one also wouldn't let me do anything. I don't think there's anything in there. Let's check around Bad Grief's hideout. Probably not going to be anything, but
Every creek. Like
he's got another Calomel. Nope. Nope. Oh, you know what? I bet there are all those mirrors up on the cape. I bet I can take those if I need them. That seems to be kind of it. Go here. Let's go ahead and just go via this way. Oh, there's another mirror.
Staring at me through the looking glass.
I really, really wish there was a way to, like, see the actual amount of amalgam that you have. Oh. Oh, right. I was like, what the heck is this? I completely forgot about this one. May as well follow through on it. Ooh, interesting. Oh, hang on. I don't need... Can put these away for right now. That, let's grab that. Let's grab these. Sure, we'll do that. Move. to the bridge square. What's this? Little fancy lady. Let's go ahead and start the quest proper by talking to Maria's followers. Okay. I could trade for Twirine. I don't have a feeling I don't need to, though. Went along the river. Is there nothing up there? Unless they're up at the top of the stairway? You have Twirine, right? You do. Yep. Sacred Master Theater. Why two shadows? Simon plans for him. He needs to invite me here. Shouldn't. When she speaks in that voice, the only sensible thing is to submit. You are the shadow of Nina Kana. Oh, there are people down here. Okay. I guess that's nice. Oh. Interesting. There are now 2 souls in Victor's body.
Never alone. Things everywhere.
Let's see now. Mirrors, mirrors, mirrors. See, did I break the one here already? I have not.
Superstitions aren't real.
I think that's...
Quiet and Thanatica.
the kind of the one issue with putting all these various things up is that they kind of get in the way of you being able to see the outline of important stuff. Let's... we've got enough amalgam for right now. Let's put away 2, 3. Okay, that should be enough. Yeah, 617. Let's go ahead and just call it there for right now. Go back to day 9 again. Go to block. Warn him. Which, let's see, what does that end up doing? Going to guess. And I feel like this won't work. I feel like this is the kind of like... not trap. I bet there's a way out, but I feel like this is meant to be like a... Alright. If you've started like using up your amalgam, now is where we're going to start like punishing you. And you need to either make a choice to go and undo Lara's undeath, or get real good real fast. Was there a mirror around here that I already broke? I would imagine I already broke it. If there was. Not seeing one, if so.
This is, after all, our... Trying to stop the war. Government spilling blood for years with just one purpose. No sensible goal. Betrayed and punished. When they hang me, who's going to do that? Said a public reprisal against the general who's popular with the masses would lead to civil unrest. They chose the middle ground, trying to discredit me, waiting for my mistake. All right. Does that solve the issue? The interesting thing is that I was kind of hoping that would resolve my riots mean I can't get to day 11 problem. And the response seems to be a big no. So there are still issues that need to be resolved. I guess, what if I were to, could I reconfigure I don't know why I'm doing this. I was just talking earlier about the big old cache of mirrors on day 10 that I think I have access to at the Cape. So let's take a look at the chart. Yep, right, still breakouts. One more note from the Canes. Shot by an unknown. Interesting. That could have also been the reason why it didn't go down. Is that Block's still dead. But at whose hands? Still Lara's? Right, I wanted to... Let's go here, and then... Let's focus on this first. That's where the mirror was. I knew I saw one in there. Alright. Interesting. Someone else is dead. Killed them first. He did. General's no longer breathing. One of our soldiers went on a shooting spree. Bull on my side. Okay. Kept coming to me. We would talk to the door like you are now. Told me they knew my father and that my arrest was the last straw for him. Interesting. The thread breaks. So okay, so literally I have to make the decision.
Yargachin, still self-taught.
I am curious. So there's a version of me that's like, I'll bet there's a way. But another version of me is like, look, I'm probably going to end up playing this game again. And there's probably a lot of things that you can still do. I think what I'm ultimately going to choose is... Oh wait, I want to go break those mirrors, especially now. And we will just kind of worry about if there's some way to kind of cut the knot, so to speak. And maybe this is what you actually do. Maybe the way to cut the knot is by going back and forth like this.
Camera obscura. Camera.
Oh, I don't get nearly as much as I was kind of hoping from all these. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It'd be a lot to get. I think there's another mirror here.
Once Dankovsky. Now 1,000 fragments of Dankovsky.
What was the day when... It's day 9, so it's day 8 when you asked Karminski to lock her up. Lock Clara up.
Tired of this noise. Every creak, like a gunshot.
This, get split. I don't need this many matches. Honestly, I don't even need more than one full stack. It'd be one thing if we had like multiple plague districts and I'd like go through and check each one to figure out like where's the real Shabnok, but it's more... I don't know if it's more random per se, but it's at least more like... It's easier to abuse, basically. Alright, we're going to...
Vibrant. Everything's so vibrant.
break that.
In every shard, a new me. You're too high strung.
That. Split this. Have I already... It's funny if I'd already looted these, and I guess I have. Hold on. Let me make sure. Day 8. Use. So this day 8. Is the one. There's my free Swevery again for some reason. I wish you had some water.
I'd rather not hear this.
I mean, do I just do nothing? Oh. Huh.
All that is meaningful and interesting is larger than any of us, meaning no man belongs to themselves.
I mean, I'm about to. Yeah. So I think that's all it is. You just do nothing. Can I use the clock in Georgie's study? Oh, no. Ah, dang it. Nope. So I think all that's really there to do, could I at least There's got to be a mirror in the cape, right? Do I... Here's usually thought, do I go back to day 9 or just skip to day... Well, I have to redo this, but do I skip to day 9 or 10 or do I redo day 9 first? Okay, there's a mirror there. And the reason I'm curious is that...
Why so jittery, Dankovsky?
Skipping straight to day 10 means I use less amalgam than if I go from 9 to 10. So there is a benefit to it. However, it could be the case that
The town dribbles.
if you, by going back to day 9, I kind of like retain. Also, I'm curious, is your conversation change? Anyway, so I need to redo this. Break this. Trying to think if there's any places worth checking for more mirrors. I think I just... Because if I do nothing, the town survives. Oh. I mean, literally, I can keep the town alive just with that. I don't think there's anything more I can do. Training orderlies, yep. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Day 11 might give us some more stuff. I am curious. I think it's possible. I think it's possible that Well, I'm trying to think about what do I think is going on here. I think it's possible that day 11 might get... What the heck? Oh. Ooh, that was close. Day 11 might give me sort of more stuff to work with. And unless I need to, like, use up all of my resources to, like, go back to day 2 or something, I should be kind of fine. Try to see if there's any mirrors that can be spotted. Jeez. Oh, I neglected to take... My God. Okay, there is at the very least. But I gotta actually get there.
Forgot that there's so much.
I just need to get into the house. Clock's right here. Ooh.
I detest trickery.
Right. Anyway, same thing. Okay, so at least it was in the mind thing. Real quick, let me go back outside. What's this mirror? That mirror's already broken, never mind. Alright, on to day 10. Do I try breaking all the mirrors in? The cathedral? Oh. Sorry? I have a key for you. Please say you find a use for today. When you stand before a locked door today, this key will open it. Oh, don't talk to anyone. Wait a minute. I remember there being way back. I remember coming up here and being like, huh, it's weird that there's a door here at the top of these cathedral stairs.
Sometimes I feel like I could fly.
He said, Peter, I can see your house from here. Always been, always will be. And death are not points in time, rather continuous state. Seeing yourself not as a particle that either is or isn't, but a way capable of fluctuation. Life in the still water may be inclined toward them. Defeat your enemy, you must look him in the face, right? Lift your visor. One of my feet was already braced out against the void, and the other barely touched the cathedral roof. I imagined for a second it was all make-believe, that I wouldn't soar. I want to become Simon so you could see how wonderful it is. And just because the cathedral would have liked it, the cathedral would have liked it. It had waited for its miracle for so many years, but instead it seems I'm stuck between days, between life and death. So looking at the crucible, still water, and other buildings because looking down was scary. It's not me down there, but it's not me here either. Where am I? Am I doomed to haunt the cathedral roof like a ghost forever? And that's there is that. I might know that there's an earlier quest with it's part of this like 3-part thing where Bad Grief has you talk to basically to get a train operating so you can escape. I didn't fulfill the actual quest because one of them is I couldn't figure out what to do. But you have to go to, I think, the train. What's the guy who throws the switches? And his son is in the capital. But he thinks his son is already dead. His wife thinks that her son is alive and just sick. And so he's like, I don't want to go, because like the idea is like, I'll take you guys to the capital and you can see your son. He's like, I don't want to go and find out he's dead. I can't stand that heartbreak. So like, if you can prove to me that he's alive, so you talk to Grace in the graveyard, and she's like, all right, I'll tell you if the son's alive if you can identify the carpenter's grave. And so you look, and there's a grave, and it's like what sounds like somebody, bad mouthing bad carpentry. And so you go out to Grace, it's like, it's that one. And she's like, yep, that's right. Whatever grave you said would have been the right one, because that's the one that you said. And basically her argument is, by the same token, when you go back to the switchman and tell him his son is alive or dead, that's how things will be. It is, and there is that kind of back, implication in the back of your mind of like, so does that mean I'm lying, or am I telling the truth? Like, do I know or do I not know? Am I just sort of like telling him what he wants to hear so I can? But there is also the implication to it is that because there is no actual character, there is no actual like right timeline outside of the events within the immediate story itself, whatever you say is true. That's the way things are. And this feels like another sort of major plot point that kind of goes along with that. And that kind of feeds back into this whole thing I've been trying to talk about for multiple times. Well, trying to talk about, basically like reiterating is probably the better way to put it. Multiple times we've been going through this game about the idea that there are multiple versions of Pathologic. There are multiple versions of Dankovsky as a character. And rather than approaching those multiple versions with the idea of like, well, which one is the real one, that instead they are all true. And that the fascinating thing about the game as a medium is that it allows you to see those different facets, those different reflections of the world of Dankovsky, etc., through your ability, the game giving you a set of choices and your ability to make those choices. And so one of the ideas here is Dankovsky is becoming someone else, and so is your Dankovsky going to reject that or accept that, which may in turn be kind of like becoming Simon. I am curious the further and further along I get, because there is this other stuff about like Dankovsky becoming somebody else, and so the ideas of like him becoming somebody who is potentially not Dankovsky, but that he is also still Dankovsky because they are all Dankovsky. It's a like fun like kind of puzzle to wrap your head around. But this feels like it's kind of like leaning into that idea as well. Anyway, got off track. So left me, Laura, Yulia, twins. The twins? 2 years from my serious start coming to right for capital. Need you truly see me because the whole world boils down to our ability to see another person. I'm where most of my memories are in the still water. Can I? It won't break. Interesting.
I could use some quiet.
See Ava alive.
I'm overflowing with soul. I have enough to share.
What does it mean to see someone with personal cloud probabilities and a fixed gaze into the class in a solid state, stripping away all his ethereal and making it manifest? For the observer is now the evil in his gaze is his dagger. I, for one, would never believe that a person could fall from the cathedral and soar. Or that one could be alive and dead at the same time. I think your Simon is a charlatan. The Canes invited me here to look after Stillwater, but this place is so prickly, I'm not moving it. I'm not moving it. In fact, just leave this town. Go somewhere that smells of fleur d'orange. Huh. That's interesting. Oops.
The seam must not split.
Um... Because it's called Law in Our World. Poor Ava. She's just an ordinary girl. The genius loci, spirit of objects. Carrie locked in the still water to be its focal point, and she acquiesced because she saw no barrier between herself and material objects either. Because you're not the beholder right now, you are the beholder, and you're more of a Pygmalion than the resuscitationist. You, let's say, you choose the angle at which the world looks at Ava Yawn. You may do so today. Approach her and take a good look at her, but if you set the cathedral's machinery motion and turn your gaze to another day, she remains she is now forever. No past, no warmth, no shackles.
Maria says that people like you never dream. Is that true?
We're back to that same... Connect with something greater, more interesting than myself. Running up there on the cathedral roof, I consider the possibility that death might actually exist. As I stood there, it was like some gray fog cloaked me, but you believed in me. You saw me, even though I wasn't easy to find in that twilight. I want to show you that death doesn't exist. But in the end, you were the one who showed me, and for that, I will always sit on your left-hand side. Okay, that's a little... On the one hand, it's like thematically helps bring things back together. On the other hand, it's a little kind of like... I don't know, anticlimactic in a way. Is that oh.
It'll be difficult for you to get used to our traditions.
Fate. Talk about these before I left. No one saw the earth anymore, and we're on our own. Lothar a kid, but never got the nerve to tell her. Go to the railway, put coins at track. Train plast and flatten them. Man, this is line across the rails. Talked to him as best we could, but he wouldn't listen. Stopped around to the station and warned switchman. He got off track. She said to him, it's at the point where I that she always found the right words for every person. Now I'm standing here, able to find the right words for her. It's unbearable.
She was happy to see you then? But did you notice her eyes?
So when this was gone, I thought life wouldn't hit me harder. Railroad track story. Cup grief me. Interesting. Ryan waving a white handkerchief. Because they're both like, it is etched in my memory that this happened. And going back to the whole thing I was talking about, like, the obvious thing to do is say, like, hang on, which one of them is right? And I think the idea is actually supposed to be both of those things probably happened. Not simultaneously, but they are both true memories. That's why I was good as dead, drink myself stupid. Oh, there's grief. Why was a cold camel coughing? Cold because it was dead. That's why he got into a coffin. Not coughing, coffin. Get it? Fell into a ravine full of ash and swish. Cried like a baby. Gravel didn't say a word. Didn't shed a single tear. Was a swish that beat her neither. I lay on the tracks right in front of a train once. Yep. Different memories of, so to speak, the same event. So that's... I mean, I can go... Go here.
This is all staged. A farce. Mystery. Misophonia and Dankovsky.
Somewhere over this way. Let's go over here. This, do you have water? Split, 3, 5. Four splits. Oh, still not enough. Split that, split this. Oh, I forgot that I had all this stuff. And then let's make some medicine. Let's go directly here. What? Oh, there we go. I guess I didn't actually select it. Why is it taking me to... Why did it show me going to that even though I'm definitely not going there?
Something is unraveling. Halt, death, and put your hands up.
Sweet. Ah, dang it. There is a mirror over here that I can now safely get.
In every shard, a new me.
So we can talk to General Block. Oh, we can't. So there's nothing to do. Right? Yeah. I could 30. Yeah, there's a good chance this kills them. Let's go ahead and I can get rid of these. Put these in here. I hear... Oh. I like actual, like walking around sick person, not a person who's lying down. Let's go here. Let's just make rounds to the town, see if we can find more mirrors. Probably won't be able to. Day 10 was when we got the...
Boiling, cracking, screeching. Living.
We've already been through this district a couple times. So unless I happen to miss a mirror, and I don't think I did. Not there. Go here. Was this district rioting before? I think it might have been. Is that a mirror? I don't think it is. I think that's a record. That's a record player. I'm pretty sure.
Never alone.
Yep.
Things everywhere.
Yeah, I think this is. I think I remember this being the. This is the mirror I was trying to break, and it. They've kind of messed up part of their interaction. I know there's issues with that with the hospital as well. That's still locked. Presumably still can't go in here. Yep.
It was quiet in the Nautica.
Where could mirrors be hidden?
Forgot that there's so much of the world.
Part of me kind of wishes that there was just like a couple more mirrors in each district. Like if you're thorough enough, if you use your resources wisely, well, I won't say you don't have to worry about amalgam at all, but you at least like don't have to worry too much about it.
I could use some quiet.
And in fairness, that is still true. Like there's a lot of like going back and forth that you don't have to do if you're diligent and know what you're doing. There's a mirror.
This is it.
It's a record player. It's also a record player. What is this supposed to be? That would be on an angel's house, if I recall correctly. Is there a mirror in here? There is.
The broken ones don't lie.
Go to the lump. I need to trade with kids to get some more health potions. There's a mirror.
Optics, vision. Their answer is in mirrors.
Usually not anything over in there anyway. Interesting. She's sitting in Big Vlad's chair.
Tired of this noise.
Usually hasn't been anything over in Capella's wing. So we go this way. Suppose I could go to the theater district and trade with the guy there. Not sure. We already tried going to the Cape, so not really going to be anything there. Is this going to put me in? Surely it will, right? Yeah, I thought so. That's fine. That, for which there's... Not as much there as I was thinking there would be. Go over here. Oh. Can't go there. Nope. Oh, you don't have any healing stuff, so you were... Alright, we're going to reload that save real quick. Let's go here. We'll go and trade in this district.
As if things are animated.
I've done on this day, right? Right. Split. There we go. Move. I haven't really seen any mirrors here. I suppose I've never really tried to go over to this fence there. Can I get from this direction? I guess not. There is a way over to that side, right? Yeah. I usually don't check over here much. So I wonder if there's like a mirror or a box of stuff. Anything? Anything at all. Yeah, just nothing. I think it may be the only thing that that section's for, is I wouldn't be surprised if it is for the atrium. Sorry, Regiment. It's for the atrium, like, quest.
Everywhere. Boiling, cracking, screeching, living.
That should be over there. Shouldn't be any more mirrors. There could, I suppose, be some stuff in here. There is. Not that those are trade items that I'm not even sure who I am able to trade those with. You can't trade them with kids. Yes, do we see if we can trade them with the worm in Stillwater? I can. What are they worth? Not a lot. We'll do that. Oh, I'd actually give you something. Oh, you know what I can do? Let's trade for these. Eh. Discard. All right. What's this? Oh. I don't don't have enough though. Although I could trade those. And this is 15. What's the Mercury tonic? Tonic plus thing plus thing. I can get those as well. Heavy dose of strychnine. I do not make much use of those recipes, but never know when they could come in handy. Especially a higher power tonic. Although part of me is feeling like also that's fundamentally a resource sink. Because the problem with the heavy tonic, the stronger tonic, is that yes, it does heal more. It heals 100, but at the fundamental cost of you can't go above 100, so it basically just is a full heal. And unless you're like kind of running low, your normal tonics already heal 50, which is half your health. So all it means is you don't have to heal, because unless like I guess you're really struggling to avoid opponents in like the riding districts and stuff like that, which, you know, even if I wasn't doing the thing to like abuse like navigation through the world, like they're still pretty easy to get around. Like the thing that's been the real drain on my health like the entire game has been me trying to stay in a manic state so that I can move around more quickly, which helps me a lot in avoiding, you know, enemies. So really there's just kind of not a good reason to have those stronger tonics aside from like, I guess if you got, so to speak, like cash to burn. Because it just the cost to like get that up and running is a lot. Like the only reason I even bought the recipe at all was more like, is there, you know, an achievement for like getting all the recipes.
Now, scene 13. Nina the Dreadful. Keep up the tempo. Simon and Nina, come now. Enter Nina. Simon stands in her way. Start from this line. What have you done, Nina?
No, I'll make my own lines, Nina. I know that you could not have been any different. Your gifts were immeasurable. You could bend matter. You breathed life into things. You longed for a breakthrough, yet discernment and wisdom were not your strong suits. You tore laws asunder, but the only thing one may truly tear apart is oneself. What have you done, Nina?
Now that's an interesting scene. because so much of the stuff is revolved around like Simon or kind of Dankovsky slash the, so to speak, relationship between Dankovsky, the Changeling, and Barak, that like bringing up Nina, who has played such a small role.
Your talent doesn't have too many admirers. Everyone's against you. Ziegler, Vilanovich, Voronin. Shall I continue?
News being around the grave, as saying goes, the report started to be believed this day you finally lost all authority. The hospital shut down, utterly destroyed, the town was controlled by the army, and you were useless. So let's start the day. But do I may actually... It's probably a bit early. I think I'm going to end here because I could go, but it's going to take like an hour to get through the end of the day. And part of me wants to end early because I've got some other stuff that I'm trying to do. I know I mentioned this on stream multiple times before. As I paint. I play Warhammer. I'm painting a team right now, and they're like this close to being done. They just need to be glued to their bases, and I've been using this team to practice like working on like painting the bases themselves, and so I need to like actually finish that last part of it up. So they'll be done like this week, but I'm like really eager to be done with them so that I can then start, because I have like more teams I want to work on. And so I think what we'll do is we'll end here on this kind of cliffhanger. It's like we're getting to day 11. We had this whole back and forth that kind of results in us having to accept this fate. I am curious if it's at all possible, like if you were to do everything to try and keep unrest down and like go after the Shabnok every single day and like not worry about putting any of the emergency command's resources into fighting the infection, but instead focus on keeping unrest down. Would it? I mean, it's 3,000. I think on like a given day, you're only able to do like, even if we account for the 4, like the biggest things are like, there's one that does 50, there's one that does 25. There's one that I think does 15. I haven't tried the fireworks yet. That might be a big one, but even then that's like, probably like 100. So like, let's say you do all that, that's 1,000 plus another 500 plus another, 1750. You're still probably like 1,000, at least like several hundred short. It's like maybe it's possible to do it in such a way that you just say, let Block die, but Lara can survive. But I don't know. Maybe it's possible. I don't know. So that might be a thing to explore next time around. Actually, let's just go and do some quick maths. There's fireworks. 70. Doesn't even get to it. It doesn't even get to 100. So that'd be 700 plus. So let's see. What's our biggest unrest? Folk Remedies is minus 100 unrest for 60 contagion. So there's your thousands. Minus 700. So 1,700. Minus 50. But fireworks is 10. And yeah, there's not enough. You don't have enough patrolmen for all this stuff. So there have to be a way to get more. You need to also invest in getting more patrolmen. And I don't even know if that's possible right now. Like, I can get more orderlies, but that seems to be it. Because that's 15. That's 10. That's my 25. Because you only get 8. I think it's technically 7 days with 30 patrolmen. Yeah. So I don't think that math works out. Anyway, I was just sort of thinking out loud. So I said, I'm going to call it here. And we'll be back on Saturday with more of this. It's probably going to take only unless there's like a big thing that has us going all the way back through. And I don't get the sense that's going to happen. It'll probably be just a couple more streams. We'll probably be going to this day. It might send us backwards again. But it shouldn't take too much more effort to get things kind of moving along towards day 12, and then kind of day 12 be our big final thing. And I think that'll be it. So I wouldn't be surprised if next week we're playing something else, like next Tuesday, or next Tuesday at least brings us to the end of the game. So one of those two things happening. So with that, anybody who came along, even if you're lurking, I want to say thank you. You are always appreciated. And I will see people on Saturday. Until then, have a good rest of your week. So long.